Okay, so this is my review, since no one made a review of it, of the Family Dollar Coolmaster fan. $30, $10 cheaper than a wind tunnel. Does that mean it's as good as a Lasko wind tunnel? No, it doesn't. Right there's your first warning. It says made in USA. You know it's going to fall apart. You know it's not going to work right. You know what? Look, the thing blew up. It freaking blew up. No, seriously. I blew up on it. But it was out of balance. You could tell, like, because it's like wobbling on its own and stuff, and that means it's going to destroy the inner bearings and real fast. And obviously it means it's going to fall if you put it on something hard and stuff. And yeah, it's not as good as a wind tunnel either. A wind tunnel like will blow your hair and stuff if you're doing some cool rock and roll photo shooting, or you're trying to get some hot chick and get some photos, and you got the hair blowing in the wind, going with the wind and all that. Not gonna work with this fan unless you put it right in front of their face. And even that, now a wind tunnel would be having my hair lifting up. It'd be takeoff time. And if you really need something to cool you, you need an air conditioner. But if you need a fan because you can't afford an air conditioner or electricity, you really want to spend that $10 extra and get yourself a wind tunnel. And this thing's gonna break. Wind tunnels, I don't think they're gonna break. But if you know anything about fans, when they're like wobbly and stuff, pretty much anything that rotates, if it's wobbling, that means it's grinding its bearings or whatever thing it uses. Hold up. Very nice of them. Anyways, if you know anything about rotation and the illusion of technology and stuff, then yeah, it's garbage. You don't want that. If you're going down the road and your wheel is wobbling, you're going to be replacing the axle, maybe just the wheel hub. Yeah, right, the axle would be the cheap thing. You'd be replacing the wheel hub real fast. And if your computer fan is wobbling, it's dead soon. That's why when you buy fans, they don't wobble and violently shake, because that means it's going to break real soon. And it's not a very good product. So Coolmaster by Paragon, Paragon, and it is definitely gone. It's gone with the wind, and not because it was strong enough to do anything with the wind, but because I had to kick its ass into the wind, and now it's gone with the wind. And sooner I can shut this video down and put this trash outside. I can tell you that $30 to smash some garbage, always, you can't even buy happiness. Happiness is illegal. And you're dealing with some real shady people if you go out here on the street and try to buy some happiness and stuff. Because unless you're Joe Biden, and then you just buy it from yourself after you steal it from everyone in the world. And yeah, so nope, don't buy that. I knew right away. It said made in USA, like I'm laughing in the store. I'm like, this is garbage, ain't it? And I was like, I gotta test it. And then so I asked the dude at the store, at the Family Dollar, oh my God, and you'll never guess who this was. And who is it? Was it an Antarctican? It was one of those aliens from Antarctica. It's one of those isn't real people. They ain't real. But they, just like their words, you gotta fucking, they've been telling me for a long time, whatever these people say, you do the exact opposite. Whatever isn't real tells you to do, you've got to do the opposite. If they tell you you have to breathe to live, you better stop breathing. Fucking, because they got something in store. They're probably dumping chemicals in the air and stuff that they're telling you you have to breathe. If you got to eat, they're probably dumping some chemicals in that food. If they're telling you you gotta eat. Anyways, so I asked them, and I knew right away, it's like, I don't listen to this dude, but I wanted to buy it because it said made in USA. And I was like, let's have a good little laugh, you know, $30 for a day of laughter. Hell, if I had $30 every day, I could buy a bag of laughter. I can buy a bag of laughter for like $5 a day, but that's illegal, so I gotta get these other things. Rocks are free. You know, you can just go outside with some rocks and smash stuff and get some free happiness from that. But I thought that, you know, this is like a double comedy special here. It's like, it's garbage and it's got that seal of approval that people who are racist Nazis fucking tell me, you gotta do that. You gotta buy, you know, the fucking... The only thing America makes is fucking bad drugs. Horrible drugs. Selling you baking soda mixed with powdered bleach and telling you you snort it for your happiness. And that's really all they sell is bad drugs. If you got bad drugs, you're in America. If you got good drugs and you're in America, those just came from a better, more advanced country like Mexico, or, you know, not being sarcastic, obviously China is like freaking advanced capital of the planet and stuff. So yeah, and then it's important they note made in USA, and this is a lie there. Because below it says of USA and imported parts. So it's made of USA. What they do is the same thing the Nazi isn't reals are doing, banning, like placing a tax on Chinese goods when they're already selling. That's all they do, sell the stuff made in China. And they just want to put a tax on it so they can do more cocaine with Biden and pals. And obviously, I mean, let's not get it twisted. And sure, fucking Trump's doing it, bro. I mean, have you ever seen how he acts, dude? That's exactly textbook bot on coke. Like fucking Biden is obviously textbook. Biden's son obviously textbook on coke too. But Biden is obviously textbook on someone poisoned my drugs, that my supplier poisoned it with powdered bleach, and now my brain is toasted. Probably did try to kill him. I mean, they do that to us all in the politics. The beautiful alien race enslaving the planet there. Fucking, and they do that to every one of us. If you even start to go to a protest, they probably already hit some of your family members up with some poisons and stuff. That's how the New World Order works. It's how they control and own everything. And so just right out in the open, you can't even say their name because they've already killed everyone who would dare say their name, and taught them that their nations are going to get carpet bombed if they dare say anything again. Or before carpet bombs, they just invade you with the knights on the horses and stuff. Anyways, yeah, so, boy, that was unexpected, that to be garbage, right? I was like, oh, it's $10 less than the wind tunnel, which works. And it's the best fan outside of a high-powered shop fan, which when Lasko probably makes that a better version of that as well. I will say I have been to mechanics fucking joints and, you know, metal or just, you know, metal factories, steel forges, things like that, who have had shop fans that are massive and extremely powerful. But hell, I don't even think the one they have over at the gyms over here is as powerful as a Lasko wind tunnel. But yeah, I've seen bigger ones. If you need something that's going to blow so hard that if someone tries to open the door, it just slaps them in the head when they try to come in. Then you go for one of those super duper ones. And in fact, you're going to find yourself on the wind tunnel fan that you are not going to turn it up all the way because you don't want everything in your house being blown all over the frickin' house. Serious thing. If you got papers, you got paperwork laying around, mail, something, hair, maybe a small animal, might be blowing it all around the house and stuff. But you turn it down and then it's like quiet. I mean, it is quiet, and really you only hear it moving the wind for the most part. Like this thing. Obviously, if I didn't sit it on the carpet, if I would have put it in the windowsill like I wanted to, it would have been like a frickin', probably like a frickin' train going like 80 miles per hour down some bumpy, out of shape tracks and stuff. It's totally out of balance. Totally out of balance there. I knew the second I turned it on, oh yeah, this is gonna die real soon. I mean, I'm on the carpet. And it was still like doing its wobbly thing. Total garbage. So don't buy it. Don't buy yourself the Coolmaster by Paragon from the Family Dollar, made in USA. It's Satan approved. I go there and the synagogue people tell me it is great. And I was like, and I knew right away, like every part of it was a lie. I'm talking to the synagogue. I'm like, have you owned a wind tunnel fan? And he's like, yeah, and I own that. It's like, well, you wouldn't own both. Let me tell you that. If you buy a wind tunnel fan, you don't buy any other fans. That's that. Once you bought a wind tunnel, you know there is no other fan on the market. There might be one or two that actually compete to it, but they're probably in the same price range. And it's definitely not the Coolmaster by Paragon. It's also smaller, and its base is smaller, so I mean, this is putting out less wind anyways. It's not like it's going to fall over, except for the fact it's rattling and stuff and shaking and moving. And that really is the only benefit I could think from that is the base is smaller. So if you have a tiny windowsill, which most windowsills are tiny, right? There's a chance you could fit it in there, and you're not going to fit a Lasko wind tunnel with a base like this big in most windows, unless you secure it and stuff. But I don't think you need it really in the window. You just put it put a Lasko wind tunnel. Like, you can put a Lasko wind tunnel in the other room, and it's going to pull some sort of air through the window. So you don't necessarily need it right in your freaking windowsill and stuff. Yeah. If you need to cool down, I wouldn't recommend that a fan anyways. Get yourself some AC. Might need to circulate the thing. Get yourself a small Honeywell fan. There used to be black, but now they've got like 8 colors or something. It's ultra powerful air circulator. In fact, they named their products air circulators and not fans. And they really, like 10 years ago, they were living up to their name. Has either of those companies changed in the past 10 years? I don't know, but they're the best fans you get. You get your Honeywell air circulator, little tiny thing, and it would be better than this Coolmaster. I'm assuming, especially if you get like the mid-size circulator, still smaller than this thing, and it's got mounting holes. This thing you wouldn't mount on nothing. Does this have mounting holes? No. So the Honeywells you can mount on the frickin' wall or the ceiling, whatever. And the wind tunnel, it's just a big fan that works. Box fan, whatever fan. Those are janky. I mean, sure, if you you can get one of those pocket fans and put it in your face all day and it'll feel like something's blowing on you. But if you really need it, like I need that because I got like house AC, my old setup, I've got a large AC unit in the room, and I still needed a fan because it's sweating from drumming and stuff, and working out. It's pretty hot when you're that active and stuff. And oh yeah, also having like a room full of massive fucking computers like generates massive heat, especially with the old AMDs. They were like known to be last gen AMDs of the gen before. They were known to be heaters, just as good as they were processors. And so yeah, when you have a bunch of monitors and a bunch of freaking computers in a small room and you're drumming and lifting weights, you need more than 2 air conditioners in the room. So yeah, that's it. Just don't buy it. Yeah, I mean, you knew. Like, I had to buy it for you. I had to throw my money away to get the review because there's no reviews online. It's a long, wind-out review. But trust me, I'm explaining it every step of the way the best I can, making sure I don't leave something out. And it's just garbage. And it's gotta go. Hey, look at that! It's so strong it almost doesn't break. And, I don't know about that. It's so strong that the sword fucking chomped every little bit of it up. And didn't even break the sword. The metal here didn't even break the sword. So, there we go. Don't buy it. I recommend not buying things that say made in the USA because it's always, I mean, you gotta boycott these fuckers, like, for their racism and shit, fucking. But hell, before that, though, I was already like, yeah, probably not. Like, have you ever ate their hamburgers and stuff? Which is odd because, shit, I went to a Burger King in Mexico and they fucking serve fresh food there. But the Chinese place, the Mark Pie's place, didn't serve fresh food, so. Hit or miss there with the made in America products, except for freaking usually a miss, ain't it? Anyways, yep, there we go. Family Dollar Coolmaster by Paragon 20-inch air circulator. Should you buy it? Yeah, if you want to have a good day, definitely go buy it. And get yourselves a couple trash bags. Go home, turn it on, and smash the heck out of it. You got a good day. It was a good day. I didn't have to use my AK.